Hey everyone, it's Greenmart and I'm here for the MB Academy today, showing you how to make sick UK DLR break-ish drums using Addictive Drums. If you're new to the channel, I hope you can subscribe and leave a comment and like the videos because it helps us grow as a channel and therefore create more videos for you more easily. Yeah, let's dive right into it, I would say. I don't own all the ad packs of Addictive Drums, but by far my favorite is the funk one, so we're gonna use that one anyway. And there's these different presets you can already choose that help kind of with the sound. That's kind of nice and dry. So I'm just gonna drag that in here. So I already have all the elements in place that I want. Because otherwise it kind of takes a while to look for all the kicks and snares. So that really helps to get that going fast. So I'm gonna just arrange that already in a typical drum and bass fashion. And then just take only that part. And there's already some nice hats here, but I will make it a bit more simple for now. Really get the character across. Maybe even simpler. And choose maybe a different sound, so I think like a for loop would be good. And a cool thing is you can try around the different recording techniques they used. The deeper drum bass stuff here, up there. But yeah. You can kind of do cool little stuff like play the kick in a different volume. Maybe shuffle it a little bit. Do the same with the hats. Kind of move them along a bit. Just add this little maybe have the first one be like this and this one like this. And as you can see, out of the box, it already sounds very good. I like to use play with the velocity, the volume of the ghost hits and add some ghost hits. Maybe like kakadang kakadang. Maybe one at the end here. And have each one be a bit different. That's very nice. Have each one be a bit offset as well. Can really help put the groove together. And that can also be nice to just have it simpler for a while. Now that we have that, I always like to make my loops first and then go back into Addictive Drums and go into the edit section and take the snare, for example, and just have it way less decay, add way less decay. Hats as well. EQ them a bit as well. That's nice that you have the option here. make it shorter. Kick is kind of cool, make a bit of an attack. So it gives us kind of like room to add our modern drums, and this is what we're gonna do to make it sound more like these guys. So we're gonna go to all, we're gonna choose a kick. Maybe something like that. And we're gonna just layer that over that kick. And we're gonna leave those double kicks and stuff. We're gonna leave those out, these extra additions here, and just use the main kicks. And then here, this one again, make it closer to this sample. And as you can tell, now it's also way too quiet. And that's just because it's not slammed to the max, it's actual recordings of actual drums. But in drum and bass, we're gonna need a bit more heft to it, so we're gonna add some compression. And then we can make a little bit of more room at the snare. And choose a snare sample that has a bit of a more aggressive transient. For example, I'm gonna layer it over there. Control that a bit, there's a bit too much noise on this one. Just make it shorter. Yeah, that's already much nicer. You can change the snare bus and all of these things. Will also affect the kick. Cool thing is you can also pitch it around here and get this. And then I really like adding some extra crunchy hats to the mix. See what we have here. How are they called? X1L, there's some really crunchy ones. Well, let's use those and crunch them up because can't be bothered to look for a lot of samples right now. Let's crunch them up with some LFO. Can I use that? Crunch it up. And now we just add the transient and the Addictive Drums thing, it can really help to add a noise to that, or a different snare, or a clap of some sort to kinda get back some of those frequencies that we have in modern drum bass. Obviously there's not really anything wrong with that sound, but to stand out through the mix, we'd need some more of that. Maybe that one. It's a bit too clappy. There was this John Casey one. Yeah, that one will work better. It has a nice frequency range for that type of layer. Obviously it's a bit too loud. Helps to give it a bit of room. It's too big of a room, so let's make that smaller. And then I really like to just glue that together, or use some distortion. Because the distortion really helps to make all the parts glue together. Then let's clip that, and then you can go in, and if you have more of the different packs, you can just try around with different kicks and different hats and different snares and all of that, and play with the pitch. And you can also save that as basically like a preset thing, and you can also make it a little bit simpler and all of these things, and then you can always go back and change things and make new drums really fast. That's how you kind of get this DLR type of sound. Obviously, I'd spent a long time refining that, but I think we got pretty close. And I think that's a very cool sound, mixing that old school techniques where you kind of use the real funk drum breaks and modernizing it with transients and extra little things. And yeah, I think it's a really sick sound. I want to actually use it a little bit more in my tunes. I always have acoustic layers though, so yeah, this kind of gives you an idea of how that type of sound works, and hope it inspires you and you make some beats. Cheers. Peace out, guys.